Good morning. We're going to be sitting here in Jackson, Mississippi for a reset. So, got a few things to show you, so stay tuned.
California coastline, midday Texas sun, misty rain in Smoky Mountain, out here on the run. Lights of New York City, streets of Boston town.
We're sitting here in Jackson, Mississippi. I've got a load of insulation. Doesn't deliver till Monday. So came down here and parked about 20 miles north up here to Love's. Got a tire that keeps wanting to go low, so I wanted to show you guys something that I found. I found this when I was at home. And you see this thing. It's called a Husky, right? And I use this like normally if you're someplace where you can't get air. I know that they have the hoses that hook up, and I like those sometimes, but you got to stand there and hold them. Where this thing, I literally can take it and clip it right on the tire and just let it run. And it has a gauge on it. I'll see how well that'll come out or not. It's got a gauge on there, so I can see how much pressure is in there. And this little thing actually works really well. I run super singles, and I can hook up to that super single and just let it go and go and check it every once in a while, and as soon as I see it's hitting like 110, which is where I want my air at, I can shut it off and take it and put it in the next tire. Now I've been able to do, I think about, was it 3 tires, and then I had to kind of let it cool off the first time I used this. So because it'll get warm, but it works. I mean, this thing is cool. It's 120 volt inflator is what it's called. It's either I got this at Home Depot or I got it at Harbor Freight. I can't remember which place I got it at, but it was one of those 2 places is where I found it. But I'm sure you can Google it. It's a Husky 120 volt inflator, and see if you can find one if you need one. They're really good. I'll show you how it works here in a little bit. So basically what I do is I plug into my inverter up there. I got a little extension cord, and that's it. Plug that bad boy in, hook her up to that, and let her run. I've got another repair that I need to be working on. I'm going to work on my one of my flasher lights. It needs to be rewired a little bit, so we'll be back in a few. So here's what we got. I've got a this here is an LED, and it was sometimes coming on and sometimes not. And so what I did is I basically rewired it here, and I'm going to move over here a little bit, and now I've got heat shrink, and so I'll heat shrink this up so that it'll stay waterproof. But that's what I'm working on right now. All right, well, we got some of the minor repairs done on the truck. The blinker I need to get fixed. I need to fill up air on one of the tires. I just didn't want to move the truck. I'm out of Love's. I just didn't want to move the truck over there, so I pulled out my little compressor. And then being this is Sunday, this is when I input everything into the computer. And being that I had the truck in the shop at the beginning of the month, I basically only had a week worth of revenue so far this month, and today's the 14th. Wow. Anyway, so I had to input everything, and I just want to kind of go over why it's important that you have money set aside, and how much is up to you, I think, but you really need to have a good chunk set aside. Now I'll kind of give you an example right now, that this month right now, let me look and see if I can find October. You're looking that I've already spent total expenses, well, it's just truck repair, right, is $5,419.12. That's for the clutch. I had to have a PM done, and I needed 2 dog bones replaced, and I'm still not done. I've got to replace my tires, my drive tires. So that's going to be another $4,000. But my total expenses so far, that's without me buying my tires right now, has been $7,722 and some change. Okay, that's fuel, that's everything that, any expense that I've had for the truck, total right there. And right now I'm sitting at about $4,000 in the hole as far as the numbers go. I'm not setting $4,000 in the hole in my bank account. That's because I keep things where I have the money there for these type of repairs. So like I said, I've still got tires that I got to do this month. So right now it's imperative for me to get some revenue running. I took time off last month. I wasn't expecting the breakdown, and you never do. It came after I'd already had done some home time. So right now it looks like I'll probably stay out until about right before Thanksgiving and go home for Thanksgiving, which is fine. I mean, that's usually what I do anyway, because I'll go home for Thanksgiving, then I'll go out and stay out until Christmas, and then be home until the New Year. So, but I just, it's just one of those things that you really got to watch, is that you've got to make sure that you have the money there, and that's why I don't run my truck week to week. It's got to be on a monthly and a quarterly basis. If I look at, like this month right now is bad, but if I run my fourth quarter right now, October starts the fourth quarter. If I look at my third quarter though, I did fantastic. The second quarter was really good. First quarter wasn't that great, only because that's when I left Prime and came over to Mercer. So I still like it over here at Mercer. I have a blast. I like being able to go see my loads, pick my own loads. Pretty much this whole last week, everything that I did on run-wise was something that I found on the board, not something my coordinator found. And it'll be that way probably this week too. So it's, I'm the captain of my ship. So I don't want to turn around if I'm not making money. I don't want to blame my coordinator. So I'm going out there actively looking. We deliver this tomorrow. I've put in for a load that'll pick up in Memphis, take me up to Michigan. What I did is I looked at the loads. There was a couple of loads down here going to Texas. When I went and looked at Texas, there was maybe 5 loads coming out of Texas on the date that I delivered. Then there was a load I could pick up tomorrow and deliver tomorrow over near Birmingham, Alabama. There was 4 loads over there, maybe 3 or 4 loads is all there was. And they weren't going anywhere that I wanted to go. So I expanded my search out. Like I said, I'm down in Jackson, Mississippi. So I went up and started looking in Memphis. I found a load up in Memphis that I liked. That was taking me, it doesn't necessarily mean I liked it, but I found a load that was going from there up into Michigan. So then I went and ran what was up in Michigan and found that the load board was just chocker block full. There was like 30, 40 loads. That tells me it's a hot market. So I started digging in up there, and I found me a load that's going to pick up in Michigan, taking me to Ohio, which is back where I want to go. Ohio was where this last week I was making one load I made $4 a mile. The other load I made $17 a mile. So I'll take those all day long. They're onesie twosies. They weren't tarps. So it was like in and out. Some of them I could have delivered the same day if they'd have loaded me early enough. So I'm going to get back over and hit that hot market. So that's what I'm saying is that, right now I'm the one that's going to control, so I'm the one that's going to be looking at the load board every day. So anyway, that's all I have today. I think it's time for me to go in and take a shower and kind of just kick back and relax and enjoy my Sunday. I drove down here. Jackson, I don't know, I don't like the place down here. It's not very clean. The Love's inside is spotless. The parking lot is a disaster. And I was going to go down to the Petro, but I know that place is just as bad. So I decided, I'll stay up here. So anyway, that's all I've got today. I'll check back in with you tomorrow. I'm going to probably start doing these more on a weekly basis than a daily basis. Or, I was doing daily or every other day. I'm going to start doing everything by the week. So we'll run this week, and then I'll post this up. So we'll check back in with you a little bit later. Well, where we're supposed to be delivering at, they got a truck back there, so I can't get back in there, and this place is really tiny. Evidently the load that I was trying to get out of Memphis for tomorrow is already gone, so we're gonna have to regroup Only things that I'm seeing out there aren't paying worth of crap or going into Texas, and I'm not going into Texas because there ain't crap coming out of Texas. So I may end up sitting for the day trying to find something that'll pop up on the boards. I don't know if I should shift up to Memphis from Jackson or just stay here in Jackson. So I guess I'll figure it out here in a little bit. Anyway, I'll check back in with you guys a little bit later. We'll see what happens. Not looking good so far. Thanks for watching the video. This video was basically a week ago, and I just now getting a chance to finish it off and send it up. So don't forget to hit subscribe, the thumbs up, thumbs down. You know me, I don't care. Be safe out there, and we will talk at you later.